Labour Party, Labour Party, backward never. My speech today is titled, "The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born in Nigeria."
Oh yes.
A speech delivered by Barrister Julius Abure to the National Executive Council NEC meeting held on the 9th day of September 2024 at the national headquarters of our party, the Labour Party. I stand before you today with a heavy heart, but with an unshakable resolve to continue to defend the party and defend the dignity of our party. I stand not just as your national chairman, but as a guardian of the principles that hold our great party together. The principles, unity, justice, and integrity of our party. We are at a critical moment in the life of our party. Recent events have shown that those who should stand with us in the fight for a better, restructured, organized, and united party have chosen a different path. A path not of unity, but of division. I speak of course, of the illegal gathering that took place in Abia State, an attempt to create a rift within our party, led by no other than His Excellency Peter Obi and the governor of Abia State, Alex Chioma Otti. This meeting held without the authority or consent of the National Executive Council and sought to install a so-called new leadership. Let me be clear. This action was not just illegal, it was a betrayal of everything the Labour Party stands for. A reward for loyalty with ingratitude, a reward for support with insubordination. The Labour Party has always been a beacon of hope for the oppressed, the marginalized, and the voiceless in Nigeria. Our mandate is to unite this country, not divide it. Yet, here we are, faced with a situation where individuals who benefited immensely from the trust and support of this great party now work to destabilize it from within. This is why I say the beautiful ones are not yet born in Nigeria. For those who have chosen to align themselves with this illegal action, I urge them to reconsider their action of creating division. It's not just a political maneuvering, it is a dangerous game. A game that, if allowed to continue, will dig a hole too deep for us to climb out. Division within the Labour Party is division within Nigeria. And make no mistake, the consequences of such action will not only affect the future of this party, but the future of those who want to run election under the platform of this party. The Labour Party was built on the backs of honest Nigerians who believe in the possibility of a better tomorrow. We are a party of vision, a party of unity, and a party that represents the true interest of the people. Those who seek to tear us apart with backroom deals and illegal meetings must not be allowed to do so. What message does it send to Nigerians when meetings meant to divide us are held in Abia State, a state that has become a symbol of resilience, at a time when this nation is struggling with ethnic divisions. Such actions do not promote unity, they deepen the wounds of distrust. Nigerians are watching, and they will not be silent. We cannot afford to play politics with the future of our party. I call on all true members of Labour Party to stand firm. This is not the time for betrayal. It is the time for solidarity. We must reject the actions of those who, for their own interests, seek to weaken us, seek to divide the party, seeks to share it and divide it in piecemeal. I remain committed to leading this party in the right direction, one that aligns with the hope and aspirations of Nigerians. We have much work to do. The beautiful ones are not yet born in Nigeria, but they will be born through our collective efforts. We must nurture this party, for it is the only true vessel that can deliver the change Nigeria so desperately needs. I have watched with astonishment a viral video where the governor of Abia State, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, stated that he was told by INEC that Edo and Odo elections for Labour Party are in jeopardy due to my mismanagement of uploading polling unit agents. In my usual way, or in my usual style, I would not have responded to the statement. But for the records and for the manner in which that video have gone viral, it is imperative on my part for the future for us to put the records straight. Following the controversies with the Edo Guba candidate, the access code for uploading of polling unit agents for Edo was handed over to Barrister Olumide Akpata to enable him upload his polling unit agents. We have acknowledgement letters that was used to forward that access code to Barrister Olumide Akpata. I was not, and the party was never involved in the uploading of polling unit agents for Edo State election. The access code for uploading polling unit agents have equally been handed over by INEC to the Ondo Guba candidates. In the same video, Dr. Alex Otti also referred to the flouting of a Supreme Court judgment, which according to him may affect our party candidates in 2027 general election. I want to say clearly that I'm not aware of such Supreme Court judgment. I've never cited it. I was not a party to it. Who are the parties to that judgment? We didn't know. And that's why today I stand in my honor to challenge His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State, to make available to the public the Supreme Court judgment that he talked about that necessitated his action. However, if he is referring to the so-called consent judgment being paraded by Femi Falana, SAN, and the Nigeria Labour Congress, then I need to school him as follows, because it will appear as if he was speaking from the point of ignorance. I will therefore need to properly educate him on the issue of this consent judgment. The terms of settlement made judgment of court in 2017 have been fully complied by the Convention of 2019. The only viable thing in that consent judgment was that we should have an all-inclusive convention. And if you look at the composition of the convention, if you look at the constitution of the party, composition of national convention, it already defined who and who should participate and be in the national convention. And so that agreement, we have fulfilled it, and we held our convention in 2019. Moreover, the Court of Appeal in 2022, in appeal number CA ABJ CV 702/2022, between Comrade Salisu Mohammed and Chief Callistus Okafor and 13 others, described that consent judgment as an abuse of court process. I therefore want to challenge Alex once more that if he has something contrary to this position, he should present it to members of the public for us to scrutinize it and for us to look at it. The second agreement between the current leadership and NLC in 2021 have been respected by the party, and we have complied with that agreement over 90%. The terms of settlement has been fully complied with. It is only even the Nigeria Labour Congress that have not fulfilled a single part of that agreement. In that agreement, the NLC was supposed to withdraw all their cases against the Labour Party, but they refused to withdraw any of such cases. But Labour Party, in a magnanimity, in the spirit of reconciliation, in the spirit of moving together so that we can be united in 2021, we complied with that agreement by absorbing all their members as was agreed in that consent judgment. I also want to quickly add that even that consent judgment, even that terms of agreement, is also a subject matter that is now before the courts. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, I'm wondering where Dr. Alex Otti is getting his facts. However, I must urge him to double-check his facts before going to the media. Because at that level, it is shocking and astonishing that he could make such a wide pronouncement that touches on the image of the party, that touches on the integrity of the party, that touches on the leadership of this party, that touches on individual character in this party without double-checking. And that's why I want to challenge him for the third time that he should make his facts available so that we can scrutinize it, deal with it, and then we take it from there. On the basis of the foregoing, therefore, however, I must urge him that he should double-check his facts before going to the media. And we want to also advise him that he needs to moderate his desperation. We hereby advise him that he needs to moderate his desperation to forcefully, illegally, desperately usurp and take over the leadership of the party. I must seize this opportunity to make some clarifications on some few issues. I and the party have been accused of being responsible for Peter Obi's failure in the 2023 general election. They have stated that the campaign, election donations, and funds for the payment of agents were mismanaged by the party. Hence, Peter Obi failed in the 2023 general election. I have ordinarily refused to make comment on this because I believe that as a leader, leadership is taking responsibility. And I believe that we're all one, and that I should generally take responsibility for the actions of this party. But recent events have shown that we'll be doing this party and we'll be doing ourselves injustice if we continue to keep quiet on all of these issues. And that's why we have decided to come out clean to make some of this clarification. Let me make it categorically clear that campaign funds were disbursed, administered in the southern states by the leadership of the campaign council, first led by Doyi Okupe, and secondly, under the control of Akin Oshutokun. While the funding of the campaign for the 19 northern states were handled by the vice presidential candidate of the party, Dati Baba Ahmed. The funding of the election itself was done by Peter Obi himself. The party was never involved in the distribution of those resources. Our interest was to see how we can produce a president for the party. However it was done, we didn't bother ourselves about it. Hence, we gave them free hands. Whoever they trusted, whoever they wanted to entrust their resources to, we didn't want to bother ourselves with it. We followed them sheepishly. We followed them loyally and allowed them to administer the funds of the campaign for the election and so on and so forth. As per the donation, the party was not involved in the collection of any campaign donations. Donations to the campaign were channeled to the following accounts: Obi Dati Ahmed campaign account, Zenith Bank 124-195-0451, Sterling Bank 0091657896, Heritage Bank 1400234900, Globus Bank 1000128194. The signatories to these accounts were Aisha Yusuf and Pastor Itwa Iwodalu. They were equally responsible for the payment of polling unit agents. The party did not even bother to pay its agents. We handed over the list to the campaign council and to those who were administering these funds to pay polling unit agents that worked for the presidential election. Consequently, it is mischievous for any person to accuse me and the party for mismanaging of these funds. At no time did the party or its officials engage in any financial transaction as it relates to the presidential campaign. At this stage, it will be safe for me to conclude that I and my colleagues at the level of this NWC was elected in the convention of our party held on the 27th day of March 2024. And we will therefore defend the mandate that has been given to us freely by members of this party. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to say categorically that no governor, no governor that we gave tickets can harass us out of office. Yes, sir. No governor, no matter how highly placed, will come and with a fiat dissolve the National Working Committee, dissolve state councils, dissolve local government councils, dissolve world executive, even military governments don't behave that way. And so I must state categorically that mandate that was given to us on March 27th, the leadership of this party, under my leadership, will defend it, and I want to assure you that we will reclaim it and we will be here and produce the next president of Nigeria. Together, we will continue to build this party onto a formidable force, one that truly represents the interest of Nigerians. And I must say again and again that the beautiful ones are not yet born. But their birth is near.
Yes, sir.
And it will be through the Labour Party that they will rise and lead this country to El Dorado. Thank you and God bless you.